There are two types of people when it comes to money: those who get rich and those who lose money. In fact, managing and growing your money is more difficult than making money, mainly because people focus more on spending rather than earning. Welcome to Three Towers channel. In today's video, we will discuss 10 money traps that you should avoid in your life. Watch this video and start changing your money habits and see how this will help you achieve your financial goals. Did you know that former boxing champ Iron Mike Tyson earned $300 million over his career? However, in 2003, he declared bankruptcy and he was reported to be in debt for more than $20 million. The truth is, you might have millions of dollars today and lose them in a matter of days. Money blunders may ruin your finances regardless of how much money you make. So write these down and let's get started. Number 1. Excessive spending. Young people get excited once they have a steady paycheck for the first time in their lives. It's okay to be excited. However, do not spend money on things you don't really need or you don't really want. Luxurious vacations, buying a new phone, a new Tesla, or a new laptop are all enticing options. However, if your salary is insufficient to cover these costs, you will be forced to live paycheck to paycheck. This is a common problem for many because people think that as long as your income increases, your expenses should also increase. This is called lifestyle inflation. Another common reason for excessive spending is the desire to impress people. Others try to seem rich by spending a lot of money without truly being rich. Showing off is pointless and will not benefit you financially. As Dave Ramsey says, we buy things we don't need, with money we don't have, to impress people we don't like. When you learn to wait for gratification instead of impressing people, you will be able to succeed financially. You have no business buying a $2,000 device if your monthly salary is less than $3,000. To prevent spending more than you earn, make wise judgments, create a budget, and keep track of your expenses. Number 2. Alcohol, drugs, and cigarettes. Alcohol addiction as well as regular drug and cigarette use may have serious health and financial implications. In the long run, this practice has a significant impact on both your health and your money. For example, a pack of cigarettes costs $9.08, and many cigarette smokers use one pack every day. This equates to $63.56 each week, or $3,305.12 per year. A 2-week vacation or your home's property taxes might be paid for with the same amount of money. Unfortunately, many alcohol, drug, and cigarette users start this habit due to curiosity and peer pressure. Number 3. No plans to invest. There's nothing wrong with keeping your money in the bank. However, keeping your money only in the bank for decades is not a good idea because your money depreciates over time owing to inflation. On the other hand, when money is well invested, it increases. Being terrified of financial risk is a mistake. People who are frightened to risk their money will save it all and leave it on the side of the road. Only put aside enough money in your savings account to meet your living expenses, as well as a cash emergency fund. To conclude, rather than saving for the sake of saving, you should save to invest. Money saved without a strategy will be spent on frivolous items. When money is left in your bank account, you may be tempted to spend it on material things, such as a new automobile, new electronics, or expensive holidays. Rather, you should invest that money in equities or real estate to make it work for you. These solutions provide a considerably more financially gratifying approach to produce additional streams of income than letting your money deteriorate in the bank. Number 4. Fail to invest wisely. Investments may be risky. That's why knowing enough about a market or product before investing in it is the key to having your assets provide a regular source of income. In other words, do your research on whatever business you decide to start. Many people invest their money on products based on the advice of their peers. Real estate appears to be one type of asset that practically everyone is interested in these days. Many people feel that buying an investment property will safeguard their financial future. When their rent payments begin to arrive each month, they expect their income will skyrocket. This isn't always the case though. Tenants may fall behind on payments, the value of the property may decrease, and unanticipated costs may rise. Every type of investment has some level of risk. Number 5. Afraid of financial risk. Investing in an index fund has a higher risk than investing in a savings account. Your money, on the other hand, will never increase at the 0.09% interest rate offered by most savings accounts. Investing in an index fund that follows the whole stock market, on the other hand, has historically provided annual returns of 7%, which is a calculated risk worth taking. No risk, no profit, as the saying goes. You must also take risk in order to generate money. However, you must assess the risk you are willing to take. Number 6. Putting all your money in one bank account. Having only one bank account is problematic for various reasons, because you must save all of your assets in one location, such as money for emergencies, bills, or school. Managing your finances becomes incredibly difficult. Maintain at least 3 separate bank accounts. One should be set aside for emergency funds in the event that something goes wrong, another for day-to-day expenses, and a third for fun. The money you set aside for leisure or vacation goes into your fun account. You should also make an untouchable account if you want to go farther. This account may be used as a savings account for regular paycheck deductions, allowing you to automate your savings process and build wealth over time. Number 7. Getting involved in get-rich-quick schemes. Honestly, we all want to be rich, but let's do it the right way. Think about this. If it takes 30 years to make $300,000 in a career and a new company promises you can earn that much in a year, wouldn't everyone do it? Participating in a get-rich-quick schemes is one of the most definite ways to lose money. Quick money comes with quick problems, and following a money scheme is nearly always a recipe for disaster. Scams and pyramid schemes are all intended to enrich the scheme developer by taking your hard-earned money. Be careful if you're looking for new business ventures and come across opportunities that promise big earnings with no risk. Remember to exercise your best judgment before signing anything when hunting for quick cash. Number 8. Fail to set aside an emergency fund. According to Federal Reserve data, over 40% of Americans would be unable to deal with a $400 emergency in cash. To come up with the $400, almost 27% of respondents surveyed would have to borrow money or sell something. Unfortunately, life doesn't always go as planned, and you're suddenly faced with unforeseen costs requiring cash. You may lose your job, or your automobile might break down, for example. Because almost everything in life costs money, neglecting to set aside an emergency fund is an expensive financial mistake. You don't have to be one of them since putting money aside is simple. Set up a 10% automatic withdrawal from your paycheck to put a portion of your money into an emergency savings account. According to financial experts, you should save enough money to cover 6 months to 1 year's worth of living expenditures. Number 9. Being satisfied with a single source of money. For most people, having only one source of income is fairly typical, and this money is usually in the form of a paycheck. The fact is that most individuals assume their jobs are safe. But in 2018, more than 21 million people were laid off, putting a halt to their cash flow if the job was their only source of income. Your sources of income should be compared to a tree. Flowers and fruits should grow from diverse branches, as should you. Never stop looking for innovative methods to put your money to good use. Number 10. Unwise and excessive use of credit cards. Credit cards give you the impression that you can buy anything and everything with just one swipe. This is due to the fact that credit cards encourage impulsive buying. People who paid with a credit card rather than cash spent up to 100% more, according to an MIT research. Make it a habit to pay with cash instead of credit if you find yourself spending too much on it. When you pay with cash, you are physically handing over money, and seeing the amount of money leave from your pocket helps you feel the transaction's financial impact significantly more than when you pay with credit. Credit cards may be a handy means to make purchases, but they may also lead to debt for certain people. While credit cards are needed for some business transactions, relying on them excessively might lead to financial ruin. I hope you like this video, and if you do, please don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and share. Once again, this is your 3 Towers channel, giving you the latest in finance, investment, and innovation. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.